This was the old site of Holiday Haven, right at the mouth of the canal. And what I'm going to do today is we'll be going through the canal to show it as it is in 2014. And Skyline Developments plans to do a large development that will be partly along the canal on the north side. And just want to show a before picture to see what this canal is like before the development.
All along you can see the old wooden walls bordering now as we come up here.
Yes.
Hardly any of them left. What did that do to us?
No wake. We live here. These are the birds and the turtles and the fish. The Algonquin steamer used to come through this canal, and some of the old siding that was along the canal to hold the banks back, actually some of it is still under the water here. You can see some of the footings, many which have rotted now and are no longer in existence. You can see a little bit here under the water, some of the big original logs that help support the banks of this canal. This is a very natural canal that has not been developed at all. Here are some of the storage sheds owned still by Deerhurst Skyline Developments, and some in the back there, I think.
Skyline Development plan to put a parking lot.
Skyline Development planned. This historic plaque is in the middle of the canal. Peninsula Lake and Fairy Lake were originally connected by Peninsula Creek, a stream too small to be commercially navigable. And just to the west of the bridge is the area that Skyline Developments plans to build the West Riverfront. And this is going to comprise of 4 buildings, 4 stories high, and they're going to go on this pristine land that's behind me. This land is totally natural right now, and I understand that the land will stay natural for a certain width from the canal, but the backdrop that will be clearly visible from the canal will be these buildings. So when you come through the buildings, come through the canal, you'll be able to see the buildings right where my camera is showing. Right now it's fields, and then in the background is the Highland Golf Course. This is all wetland, home to turtles, birds, probably snakes, frogs, fish, herons.
Blue herons.
The blue herons love it in here. And this is all, behind this all will be those 4 buildings. Looking forward, here's a bit more of the retaining wall, and look at this wonderful white pine. Very beautiful white pine tree along the canal. Canal gets a bit wider at this point. Lily pads. All bulrushes, lily pads. A very natural area that has not changed in the last 100 years. As I look back, this view from here will be where we will see the buildings. So instead of that grassland and fields, we'll see 4 4-story buildings. That will be the view from this vantage point. There are some cottages and permanent homes that are along the south side of the canal, and those residents will be looking out onto those 4 buildings that are proposed. And we're nearing the end of the canal, and as it opens up into Fairy Lake, looks like there's an old log boathouse here.
I think this canal was dredged in 1888.
And there's where the canal ends and it goes into Fairy Lake. Where the camera is pointed right now is where the development will be by Deerhurst. This is just west of the bridge. There will be 4 4-story buildings here in this area. Although it won't be right along the water's edge, I understand there will be a buffer of 200 to 300 meters, but the view from the canal and from the people that are living on the other side of the canal will be looking out to that development. This is Deerhurst, the pavilion, the main sports area, and where the pro shop is, and the main dining room, and the main lodge now. And some of the condos to the side. This is Mosquito Bay, where they have the kayaks out. This is the shoreline, the waterfront area of Deerhurst. Waterfront area with all the bouncy balloons, the slide.